This guy just keeps changing his mind. So Florian Wirtz has gone to about 5 different clubs at this point. It seems certain that he would move to Man City a couple weeks ago, but that went away. Then it was Real Madrid since Xabi Alonso joined them, but then that rumor died as well. Then it was Bayern Munich, but now it really does look like he's chosen Liverpool as his preferred destination. David Ornstein of The Athletic just published an article saying that Bayern have confirmed that Wirtz will not be joining them and has instead turned in favor of Liverpool. Now, in the previous video I did about Wirtz joining Man City, we knew that Leverkusen were fully against selling their best player to their main title rivals. And imagine a team with Wirtz and Musiala. Now that would just be cheating. That team would surely be guaranteed to win any competition they participate in, especially in their home country. Anyway, as well as this article, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Liverpool have approached Wirtz for the deal. And you can't really get better transfer sources than Ornstein and Romano, so I think this is pretty real. Now, he would cost Liverpool 150 million euros, which would smash the transfer record for the Premier League set by Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez. But as crazy as it sounds, 150 million for a player like Wirtz isn't really that bad. I think it's a great deal because he's absolutely ridiculously good and would surely guarantee that Liverpool would win the title again next season. And at only 22 years old, he could definitely go on to be an all-time Premier League great. Let me take you through some of his stats and show you how I see him fitting in at Liverpool. Let's take you through his stats, starting with just the more basic goals and assists. As you can see, for the past 2 seasons, he's well into the double figures for both goals and assists, which is just absolutely insane. He is the main man for Bayer Leverkusen. Play really runs through him. He can create chances out of nothing, and he's also brilliant at scoring them himself. 2022-2023 wasn't the best for him, but still an amazing season, even if the numbers aren't quite what you'd expect. But keep in mind that all this is at such a young age. He's 22 now, so back here in the 2020, 2021, 2022, when he was breaking out, incredible. He was 17 and 18, which is just ridiculous. For Germany, he's been great as well. 15 appearances in 2024, 6 goals and 3 assists. He is something special. And now I bet some of you, me included at first, was thinking that Liverpool don't really need Wirtz because they have Dominic Szoboszlai, who is already an amazing attacking midfielder. I'm not going to dispute the fact that Szoboszlai is a great midfielder, but if we're just going to compare the two real quick, here I have FBref, which is a great stat website. Goes a little more in depth on the statistics. You can even go even more in depth than this if you want. You can see all these different statistics, and you can see how many of them are in the green for Wirtz. Basically, what this website does is it takes a stat and it compares them against the players in the same position in the top 5 leagues, the Champions League and the Europa League. So this just shows how incredibly good he is for an attacking midfielder. His passing numbers are absolutely ridiculous. His goal and shot creation is also really ridiculous. The only thing he's really lacking in is his defensive stats for an attacking midfielder. And then we look at someone like Dominic Szoboszlai, who's still decent. His passing numbers are good. His defensive numbers are a lot better than Wirtz. If we just go back here, so if I can just kind of flash between the two, so you can see how Wirtz, when it comes to assists per 90, non-penalty goals per 90, he's way up there. His shot creating actions are way up there. But then when it comes to the defensive actions, Szoboszlai definitely improves upon Wirtz and is not as strong in terms of attacking numbers. So Szoboszlai, I'd say, is more effective as kind of an engine midfielder, a box-to-box. He's still extremely creative, great, a lot more physical than someone like Wirtz. But Wirtz, his huge strengths comes with his creativity and his numbers, the goals that he's going to create you for Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai just doesn't have those numbers, and that's fine because for Liverpool, Salah kind of carries that. But Wirtz is just going to provide a whole new level. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Wirtz is going to replace Szoboszlai. I think they can both play together. Let me show you what I mean. So if we compare their heat maps, this is Florian Wirtz's heat map for the season, very predominantly takes up all this space kind of on the left hand side, cutting in between the lines in this space before the box, right? Now let's look at Szoboszlai. His, obviously he has the ball a lot less than Wirtz because Wirtz is kind of the main man for Leverkusen, so he's going to have more of the ball. But Szoboszlai really predominantly takes up the space on the right-hand side and drops back defensively a bit more. So I think that shows that they can definitely play together. Here's how I think Liverpool are going to mostly line up next season. So I think on paper it'll be the same kind of 4-2-3-1 that Arne Slot likes to set up in. The deals for Kerkez and Frimpong are all but done, I believe. So Frimpong will be Trent Alexander-Arnold's replacement. Kerkez will rotate with Andy Robertson this season, but I've got him in. It's more fun to put the new signings in. So I think this is what it'll look like on paper. I know Diaz has kind of been the striker on paper, so maybe it'll be like this. Diaz up top, Wirtz on the left, either or Wirtz, listed as a false 9. And yes, I have given Wirtz Darwin Nunez as number 9. I would think that Liverpool would look to ship out Darwin Nunez this season to fund, a bit of this transfer. But we'll see what ends up happening. But that's the team on paper. But in possession, I think it'll look something like this. Now, Wirtz loves to get in between the lines. Let me show you. I have this article pulled up, The Athletic. Just a quick example. It's a really good article basically explaining how Wirtz will differ from a player like Curtis Jones for Liverpool, where they both kind of drop in between the lines, but Wirtz is just that much more incisive. He loves to take a player on, but this is where he lurks, right? You could see the 2 blocks of 4 here for Bochum, and Wirtz just drops between those lines. So this is how I see that looking for Liverpool. Diaz on the left, Salah kind of inside right, and then Frimpong really getting high up there. He's the kind of fullback that really bombs up the right wing. Slot knows this, so I think he's going to plan to utilize Frimpong's strengths there. So Wirtz is just going to kind of float in here. I see Szoboszlai dropping a bit deeper with McAllister, and Wirtz almost acting like a false 9. Diaz on the left, Salah on the right. The interplay between the midfielders, McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Wirtz is going to be beautiful. The triangles that they're going to create. And then Diaz and Salah can just kind of make great runs into the box that Wirtz can play them into to score. It's going to be incredible to watch. And of course, Wirtz and Frimpong also have that link-up ability that we've seen at Bayer Leverkusen. So you could picture something like this happening where Wirtz gets the ball, drifts into this open space, plays Frimpong in behind. I don't know if I illustrated that the best, but plays Frimpong in behind, squares to Salah, who scores. You can just picture it. And I think Arne Slot has shown that he doesn't really like an out-and-out striker with his Liverpool setup. He's had Diaz playing at striker most of the season and then drifting out to the left. So I think that'll be the same. Wirtz will be that kind of false 9, and their front 3 is going to be a front 3 setup of attacking midfielders and wingers. We've even seen it this season with PSG. Kvara, Dembele, Barcola, Doué has been their front line. They've gone against the traditional striker, and it's worked wonders for them. I think we're going to see that. I think Diaz, Wirtz, and Salah will be the front 3, with obviously Cody Gakpo getting minutes, Diogo Jota getting minutes as well. I think Liverpool are going to be pretty much unstoppable this coming season. If they sign Wirtz, they're definitely going to win a second title in a row. Going to be that perfect player that links the midfield to the attack. And again, he has just that brilliant individual ability. He can score from range. I got second ball on the field there. He can score from range. He can do it all. And I don't think that this means the end for Dominik Szoboszlai. I think it just means that he'll have a slightly different role. Wirtz will take over the more attacking duties. Szoboszlai will be here as more of an engine. He'll still link up. He'll still get forward. McAllister will do what he does best. And Gravenberch will do what he does best. I don't think it'll shake up the midfield too much. I think it'll just be brilliant. It'll work so well for Liverpool. If there are any Liverpool fans watching, let me know what you think. Let me know what I got right, what I got wrong, how you think he's going to fit into this Liverpool setup. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to Footballers for more videos like this one.